Well, with over 100 screen credits and nominations for Oscars, Tonys, and Emmys, actor, producer, and director Bob Balaban knows what makes good entertainment. So it's no surprise he's a big part of the Hamptons International Film Festival, which is just a few weeks away. And Bob is here to give us a little preview. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
So it's crazy because Darren was just saying that The Whale is actually screening at the Hamptons International Film
Festival.
Festival.
Brendan Fraser is one of my favorite actors. I worked with him a couple of years ago.
Oh, did you?
And it's an amazing career arc he's had because he was so successful, and then he always worked, and suddenly he gets to be at the height of his success, which is much better than the other way around.
You're right. And you're one to talk because you've had an incredible amount of success your whole career. So I'm glad that we're here talking about this festival. It's celebrating its 30th anniversary. There's a lot of festivals out there, but what do you think makes this festival so great to be a part of?
Well, for one thing, it's an international film festival. It includes the United States, but it's everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
You get to see things you would never see. A lot of them don't get picked up. And some of my favorite movies that I see there are the movies that are kind of obscure. Nobody likes foreign language films in America except at film festivals. Also, it's in a beautiful series of villages, Southampton, East Hampton. It's wonderful, and it's not crowded because it's not summer. And
you're right.
You can get around, you can eat, the restaurants are great, and the films are wonderful.
It's a nice weekend just to be out there. But they've got a pretty good track record, too, because 12 consecutive years they have screened the film that has eventually become the best picture at the Oscars.
This doesn't happen much, and this is, of course, before the Oscars came out.
Yeah, so it was The Artist, Silver Linings Playbook, The King's Speech, La La Land, just to name a few. But this year you're screening the new Colin Farrell film. You're screening The Sun with Hugh Jackman. It's kind of cool that you get kind of the inside scoop. You get to see these films before they go on to these other festivals.
It's one of the best reasons to go to a film festival, and how lovely it is to have this little village right outside of the biggest city in New York. I mean, it's amazing, and it's easy to go to, and you'll be the first in your group to see it. That's
right. You have bragging rights to be the first one to see it. But there have been so many amazing honorees over the years. You yourself have been an honoree. Ed Norton, Emily Blunt, Robert Altman, Julie Andrews, Alec Baldwin, just to name a few. What does it feel like to be honored at this type of festival?
Well, it's got such a good reputation for being only the best movies, even if they're obscure, and a lot of them aren't obscure.
Yeah.
If the competition is stiff, your peers are voting for you and talking about you, and you're right outside of New York, which is a great conduit for word of mouth.
Yes.
So if you do well there, everybody's going to know about it.
Yeah. So you're actually giving out the award for Breakthrough Artist this
year, I just found that out. I had
You
no
just
idea.
found out? So it's Stephanie Hsu.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
So and she was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. What do you think makes like a great breakout artist? What are you looking for when you select that person?
Well, I think you're looking for somebody who's a wonderful actor in their own right, but I think you're also looking for somebody who's in an amazing breakthrough movie, because it's very hard to be a breakthrough actress without a movie to support you. Then people love the movie. I haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be hilarious. It's science fiction. How much hilarious science fiction do we know?
No.
And also, it's got a big heart. I'm ready. I'd like to see it right now.
Yeah, me too. After this, we'll go, you and I. But there's so many great things at the festival. There's screenings, there's events, there's talks. But one of the things that we should be all watching out for is a documentary about Midnight Cowboy, which was one of the first films that you did.
Yeah, it was the first movie I ever did. I was in college. I was at NYU. I was actually at the time being Linus with his blanket in the original production of Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I get a call to come to this thing. I didn't really know what it was. Marion Doherty, a wonderful casting director who I had no idea who she was, had seen the play, and I didn't know much about the movie, and we did an improvisation. That's how
that was your casting process?
With John Boyd, to see how we worked together. He told me the story of what it was, and I said, well, that sounds interesting. I don't know, I have to give John Boyd a blowjob. Not really. But I was the X-rated movie. I was the X-rated person in the movie. And after the movie won the Academy Award, they took away the X rating.
They did?
Yeah.
Wow, well, that's something I learned new today. Well, just to name some of the stars.
I hope I didn't surprise you too much.
I mean, listen, that's my favorite part of the day is being surprised. But listen, there's a lot of stars coming to the event this year. Rory Kennedy, Dick Cavett, Rooney Mara, Martin McDonough, Mariska Hargitay, Caitlin Dever, who just got the Emmy nominee for Dope Sick. And the opening night is Living with Bill Nye, the artist, not the scientist.
Oh, he's a wonderful actor, one of my favorite actors.
One of my favorites,
and
too.
I saw the movie a couple of months ago, and it's wonderful. It's great.
I can't wait to see
that.
So
see it.
Yeah, so we should all get out to the festival. So many things to do and see. The 2022 Hamptons Film Festival takes place October 7th through the 16th. Tickets are available now, and you can get more info at Hamptons Film Fest.